Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well today. June 5th, 2024. Got here quite late today. Didn't actually take any trades on one of my accounts. Took it on another account. Trading the NQ for a little bit. Nothing too fancy. Overall, today's day wasn't too, it was bullish, but I didn't see too many good setups overall, in my opinion, that were high probability. And that happens sometimes. So with this type of lesson for today, I'm just going to kind of go over and look at each one. So it's going to be a longer video, but if you want to kind of sit here and watch me mark it up, look at it, think of how I'm approaching the markets and how I'm looking at for specific setups, and then stay tuned. But overall here, all I have is it's basically just a spike and channel type of day, and then some news events here in the morning, and basically just choppiness. But as you can basically see, it's a spike and a channel to the upside here. And as expected, making fresh all-time highs. Let's see, 53.67 is the high of the daily bar. 53.6825 is our all-time high, so we're right there, about a point and a half away. So we'll definitely make it for tomorrow. And again, still bullish, of course. We had a first entry, second entry long on the daily chart as well. But nonetheless, let's go into this. So looking for the upward channel here, as we can clearly see. For the pre-market, market opens 9:30 my time, so let's just go in here and see what we can find, see if there's any good setups. And right here I see a first entry, second entry long. So we'll mark that one up right there, as we can clearly see, counting from our most recent high. We have a pullback 1, 2, pretty decent signal bar closing all the way on its high. Here, even though it looks like a doji bar, it's closing on its 1/3, and it's a very bullish bar. Followed by multiple green bars here. This thing just takes off, so great trade right there. Then we come down here, and let's see, what do we got? We got this downward channel. I don't see anything in here that I would really like to take. And then I'm pretty sure there's a news event around this time, so we'll just mark that accordingly. Skip to when price action gets better, and you can visually just see it. Like, you can see how choppy this is compared to how this is, and you know that there's something going on there, so just stay out of that. Going up here, we have a first entry. Let me zoom in here. So 10:09, first entry, second entry short, and that's a failure right there. And that's really where you want to see one at a double bottom here. So first entry, second entry short, so it's a failed second entry short. Decent signal bar. Takes a second, but you definitely get your scalp here. Let's just make sure. Yep, you do get your scalp, just takes a little bit. And let's see, it goes up here. Nice bullish channel. Never get a second entry long or anything, but price is staying above the 21 EMA, which is good. You do kind of see this visual two-legged pullback, even though we have a different type of, we have a test a new high. So unfortunately you can't get that, but as you're watching it, you do kind of see this triple test across the board here. So this one's a maybe. You see it test once, twice, 3 times, bearish bar closing on its low. Whoops. Let's just see if we have enough room here. And we do have enough room to the downside there, so you might take that one. 1, 2, and 3 triple test. Kind of from our most recent high. First entry, pulls back. This is a second entry long. Now, outside bar is a little different here, because this high is technically by a first entry, second entry long. But you can also argue, once you have a decent looking visual high and an outside bar, it can reset the high. So it would technically be a first entry, second entry long. Nonetheless, I personally just don't like how this looks, so I would skip it altogether. Goes a little sideways here just for a second as it's deciding on what it wants to do. And then this thing takes off. Now overall, your bias for today is bullish. And you have a nice first entry, pulls back, beautiful second entry long, counting from our most recent high. Textbook second entry long here with this nice upward trend channel. Let me just do that again. First entry, second entry long, right off the EMA. Take that one every time. Then we have another move up. And you can draw these trend channels if you like. If you don't like, it's up to you. We have a nice move down here. Need a break, new low. You do have a first entry, second entry long with bad signal bar. Nothing really we want to see there. Then it kind of just starts going sideways here. Now, I bet someone got trapped with this here. This first entry, second entry long. This one's a little different to say. If you should take this, you're in a downtrend. You're at the top of the trend channel here as well. So you got to be really careful, especially when you make a fresh high of day, because this is a fresh high of day. When you get a second entry long after the fresh high of day, you got to be very careful with it. This one might be argued to take or not take. I'm kind of indecisive about it. I could see why you'd want to take it. Let me just see what the risk tolerance is. I mean, so it'd be over, yeah, the risk tolerance is huge, so overall you'd pretty much not want to take this trade. But I could see why someone maybe got trapped in it, because again, this is the fresh high of day, and when you get a first entry, second entry long, when the high of day is, you do get trapped. A lot of traders get trapped, so just be careful of that. But I could see why you'd want to take it. And with this downtrend, break a new low, comes and tests pretty close to where the support is across the board here. You can kind of see it. There's a little bit of a trading range going on here, so you just got to be careful with that. And then as we make our way up the trend channel, we have a first entry, second entry short failure, and that's where I like to see them. Whoops. So here we go. First entry, second entry short, holding above the 21 EMA, failure. Rockets higher. Nice little runner there if you're trading multiple contracts. You get this double bottom here. First entry, second entry short. This is tempting to take, but you know, I'd rather see something more solid. And you can see we're just working through this trend channel, so you're really only looking for longs here. You're not looking for shorts, of course. You know, you want to be with the trend. And we're just counting first entries here. First entry, second entry, bad signal bar. 1, 2. Yeah, this sometimes I like the outside bar, sometimes I don't. This is our most recent high here. We have a first entry, second entry long. It's an outside bar. It's kind of a 1, 2, and 3 triple test across the board here, if you're seeing that. Do you have room to the highs? You have enough for a scalp. Maybe you take that. Maybe I would definitely wait for the bar to close, wait for it to pull back and drop a limit order. This one's a maybe. Yeah, that one's a maybe. And then it looks like we just kind of get this move up, and then we just start having a very slight upward drift here. And I bet there's divergences happening here. So this is where you'd want to go and check the NQ and look for those divergences. And you can kind of see when it happens with the ES, and then you could switch over to the NQ. But let's see. This all looks very choppy here. You can see how much stem is on the bars. You don't really want to participate in that. Have a nice move down here. First entry. Second entry short, but not where you want to see it here. And then also this upward move. And then we sell off here. And this is where the day is getting basically to an end here as well. And there's really just not much else that happens. So that's kind of what it looks like for today. That's kind of my thought process with it. For such a nice big bullish day, you just didn't get that much. This second entry long for sure is the trade of the day. Clear visual two-legged second entry long there. A lot of it else is just very aggressive trades. I mean, this failed second entry short's pretty decent. But you know, when I glanced at it earlier, I just kind of recognized the price action was not that good. And then the pre-market. Maybe there's some arguments to be made for some other trades. You know, do your own analysis, of course. But for me, I just want to try and take sure things. So that's just how it is. Anyways, overall, spike and channel type of day. Not too many trades. Not horrible. Not great. And as always, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.